everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you guys for joining me for another Creating with Stampin' Blends video. Guys, I have truly fallen in love with these markers. I hope that you have too. I like to keep things very simple around here, and I want to share with you how to create this gorgeous accented bloom cards using the Stampin' Blends. Let's get started. Well, let's go ahead and go over the cardstock you need for our card today. I have got a piece of Whisper White thick cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 inches. I have a piece of Melon Mambo Designer Series paper. This is from the Brights collection, 4 1/4 by 5.5. I've got two pieces of Whisper White. This one here is 3 1/4 by 3.5. This one really, guys, just a scrap somewhere around 2 by 3 inches. It's fine. And then my basic black, that is 3.5 by 3 3/4. You can see that's going to layer. The last thing I'm going to use is just a little bit of our Granny Apple Green ribbon, and I've just tied that in a knot. I'll be working with the Accented Blooms stamp set. We're going to use this big focal image here, and then we're going to create a hello card. So I'm going to be using that hello. And I went ahead and stamped those. So the hello is stamped in Daffodil Delight. And I can now come in with the matching tailored tag punch. And we can go ahead and punch out our hello. While I have the punch out, let's go ahead and punch from that basic black cardstock. We're going to punch a tag out of that. I'm going to set these aside right now so we can get to blending. So I have stamped my focal image here. That was done in a Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Remember, that's important that we use that ink with our alcohol markers. So look at all these gorgeous colors. So let me share with you what I've got. I have got Lovely Lipstick. This is the combo in light and dark. I have Highland Heather, light and dark. I have Daffodil Delight in light and dark, and my last one are Granny Apple Green, also in light and dark. Now you can't get those as a combo, and that's always nice because honestly, what's the point of blends if we're not going to go with both of them? Okay, well, let's go ahead and start with the Lovely Lipstick. And guys, I always like to start with my darkest color, and Stampin' Up, I'm telling you, their artists make it so easy. I'm literally just going with that dark marker. I'm going to start with the big flower here at the bottom. And you can see I'm just drawing. Hey, anyone can handle that, right? And I'm just going to give those lines, any of the lines in the flower, and I'm going to color that one. All right, let me go ahead and do this last one. Now let me come in with the light. Now I shared with you on my last video, there is a thin line and a thick line because there's a thin tip and a brush tip. I'm going to now come in with the brush tip, and I'm simply going to color. And what I love about these markers, it's not like a marker where you have to make sure that, you know, you're keeping your lines all nice and straight because they're just going to blend so nice. So I'm going to come in, let me color in all of this flower. So what I want you to notice is what happens to those stark lines that I drew. The alcohol starts to bleed that a little bit. It's really nice. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cap this back off. Remember, these are alcohol markers, and alcohol can dry out. So I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to come back in with my dark color again. And now I can come in anywhere I just maybe want to accent. I can just come in and just blend that in. If you wanted to give these outer lines of the flower a little dark highlight, you could do that as well. Really, guys, all I can say is it's all about just playing. You know, I was never one, I never liked to color. I really didn't, but since I've been playing with these blends, I'm kind of addicted to it. Can you see how that color just pops? And then anytime you want to come in and do a little more blending, I can just come in with that lighter marker and look at that. Blend, 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 blend. And it's just so easy. It's just, I promise you, it's just like magic. All right, let's do these. What are these? Are these chrysanthemums? Somebody who knows something about flowers are going to have to tell me. I know nothing. I decided to go Highland Heather. And I want to show you what I did. I'm simply just going to add some color here to the bottom. I'm just swirling it on. Guys, I promise you, I am no good at watercoloring, but the pens absolutely do all the work for me. Now I'll come in with the light color, and let me see if this will kind of show up for you. Can you see how I'm literally coloring right over that dark? Do you see it blend? Now I can do my leaves, And for my leaves, let's have a little fun. I'm going to color one side of the leaf dark. Down here, I think I'll just, with my dark granny apple, I'm just gonna draw in my dark color around the leaf, just like that. Now we can come in with the light. Blend, 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 blend. That's all I'm doing is you just go right over it. It's all gonna blend together. I guess that's why they call them Stampin' Blends. All right, my last ones are these little flowers down here. And guys, I think you're gonna guess what I'm gonna do. We're just going to draw on the outlines. I'm gonna go ahead and get the centers. You just don't have to be super neat, and I love that. I can now come in with that lighter Daffodil Delight and just blend. I love how this makes me look like I'm a great artist, and I'm not. Absolutely beautiful. Now I want to share with you a little trick that I did. I decided to take my stamped and colored image. I'm going to run that through my subtle embossing folder because I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but it makes that look like it's linen. And it is such a wow in person. My family went nuts, and that was the one thing they all commented. They loved that texture. So let's go run that through the Big Shot. I can now adhere this to my basic black. I added that designer series paper to the front of my card. Now I can add my stamped focal image right here in the bottom right corner. Now I want to put these together, but they're the same size. You know what? And I am simply going to trim off anything that's white. And guys, even if you're not big into fussy cutting, this is straight cutting. Very simple to do. So let's go ahead and trim all the edges off, just like that. Now we have a nice little layer for our hello. It's gonna make that pop. Let's add some dimensionals on the back of that. I think dimensionals make everything look better. So we're going to add that right here. And then it's time we can come in with that granny apple ribbon. And guys, I thought this granny apple absolutely popped color-wise. Look at that up against the melon mambo. I absolutely love creating with these Stampin' Blends. And guys, this is coming from the girl who absolutely doesn't like to color, but these are so much fun and they're so addicting, and you really don't have to be all that great at it to get a really good result, and I do like that. Now listen, if you'd like to find out more information about today's card, here's where you can go. Just head over to simplysimplestamping.com and look for the September 27th, 2018 blog post. I'm going to have everything there for you. You'll be able to grab the measurements, see those photos. If you'd like to see some of that shading a little bit closer, you can check that out. And of course, if you'd like to order any of the things that you need, maybe those new Stampin' Blends, not a problem. You can just click a pick. It'll take you right to my online store. You can get what you need. Well, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for being here and a part of today's Creating with Blends video. I hope you have a fabulous day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.